me wine. We're going to give it a couple minutes, see if anybody joins, because it seems like everybody's live right now. So we'll check it out. We'll check it out. We'll just wait. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. See what happens. If not, I guess I will go live later on this evening. Maybe around 6 o'clock or something. Maybe I might just go live and do a reaction while I'm live. What's up, birthday chat? How are you doing on this fine Saturday? Just waiting for a few minutes, see if anybody else will join before I talk about what I'm going to talk about here. Yeah, it was raining pretty good here where I'm at in Ohio, and we actually lost power. I watched some power lines sparking and making loud popping noises and smoking and everything else across the street from me. Miss Luck 1975, how are you doing this fine Saturday evening? So far we got 2 people in here. We're going to see if we get a couple more. Just left the store. Country girl, hello, how are you? Just left the store, so gotta go. Just saying hi, gotta drive. That's cool, birthday chat. I understand, yeah. You want to be safe while you're driving, especially if it's raining. Not in the best of mood. Had a stall today at Christmas. Did not do well. Oh wow, that's crazy. Most people walked past without even taking a wee look. That's crazy, man. I don't understand people why people do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just don't understand people. I'm sorry to hear that, though. Miss Luck, that was for you, by the way. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. Since we got a couple people in here, I go ahead and talk about something. I don't know if any of you guys follow Ryan Upchurch at all, but I do not understand people either, but just got to try at another market in spring again. Yeah, I never been to one of those, but I heard it's pretty hard if you're trying to sell animals. So thank you for your words. Yeah, it's just I heard it's hard to sell stuff like that, but I never been to one, so I don't know what it's like. But that's pretty messed up if you're somewhere trying to sell something and they just walk past you. You know what I mean? And what what's aggravating is you could have something right on. That's cool. But yeah, I just don't understand people like when you're at a market or if you're got a booth set up somewhere or anything like that. Like that's why I don't do that kind of stuff, because I'm afraid that nobody will ever stop to look to see what I got. And it's crazy that nobody would take the time to stop to see that, because all what they do is they kind of judge a book by its cover, I guess. Like I said, I just don't understand people. But anyways, I know we got a couple people in here, so um, I forget what I was going to say now. We'll wait till see if we can get a couple more people up in here. We'll see. We'll see if we can get a couple more people up in here. Yeah, 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 yeah. I bought some sheet metal today so I can make my rocker panel, so that's a good thing. I tried to get the wife to buy some wood because she wanted to make squirrel boxes for the squirrels that she feeds, and we ended up going to Lowe's, buying everything we need. Then she put everything back, and that's an ugly looking bug. Ugly looking bug. What's up, country girl? How are you doing? Bam. Hopefully you're doing good on this. Well, it's raining where I'm at. Good, 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 good. I like to hear people say you're doing good. That's good. That's good. I love that. That makes me smile. Yes, sir. Makes me smile. So, I don't know if we're going to get any more people in here or not. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, yeah, I ended up going to Lowe's, getting some sheet metal to do my rocker panels, and like I said, I was going to. The wife picked out some material, wood material, so she can build some squirrel boxes, so she can feed her squirrels and keep them up off the ground, and so they can be nice and warm. And we got all the materials she needed in the cart, and we went to go check out. She put everything back. So I guess we're not going to be making squirrel boxes today. We got wood here at the house, though. We can make it out of, so that's no big deal. I see where she's coming from, trying to save money. Trying to save money, trying to save money, trying to save money. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My ADD just kicked in. I'm hyper. Hyper. Oh, let's see if we can get some more people in here. Get some more people. I doubt it, because I'm pretty sure Captain Kurt's live right now, and who else is live right now? Seafowls, I think, is live right now as well. There's a couple people live, so I doubt I'll probably get anybody. So I might have to try again here later, around 6 or so. Unless we go back out and then I do a live while we're out and about. Says I have one person in here, but I don't know. 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 We'll see. We'll see if we can get some more people in here. I stay live for a couple more minutes. Now we'll see. I will see. I will see. See if we can get a couple more people. Sure, if we can get a couple more people in here. I doubt it, but we will see. See what happens. Sure, if we can get a couple more people. Couple more people. Couple more people. So, oh, it says we got 2 people in here now. Yay, yay. Number 2. Um, so what's everybody doing on this rainy Saturday? Rainy Saturday. Wristbands and bookmarks. Wristbands and bookmarks. Miss Luck, if you're still in here, what your wristbands and bookmarks, what do you make those out of? Plastic? Or is it like, I don't know, laminated? There you go, laminated. I don't know. Oh, I put my gloves on so I can't scroll up. Progressive. What's up, Progressive? How are you doing on this fine Saturday? I seen you, went to that thing. I really don't want to say too much about it, but I did see, damn it, I did see you go to that today, and you did a little video about it. Oh, you make them out of thread. That's awesome. My grandmother, who she's been passed now, but she passed away late 90s, early 2000s, and she used to make Christmas ornaments and bookmarks and stuff out of thread, out of yarn and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if Progressive is in here or not still, but oh yeah, yes, there he is. Funeral and celebrating of life, brother. All good. Keep rocking, fam. Thank you, Progressive. Appreciate that, and you keep your head up. And sorry for your loss. I know I watched you when you went live. I think it was last night for a few minutes when you first found out about it, and it's hard, dude. It's very hard, but you gotta stay strong for yourself, stay positive for yourself and the family and everybody around you. I just had an uncle pass away. I know I said this in one of my other videos, but Progressive, this might help you a little bit. But I had an uncle who I was very, very close to. And sorry. But anyways, I had an uncle I was very, very close to. He taught me a lot about racing. He was pretty much I stayed with him and my aunt every summer, and he ended up had cancer the first time around, did chemo, beat it, and then he ended up getting cancer again, and this time it hit him pretty hard. And he still dirt tracked and everything, clear up until he really got sick. He stopped racing and everything, and he ended up one morning, he waited till my aunt and my cousin ended up going to work, and he ended up going to his back porch and shooting himself. And it's hard, especially when you're close to someone. And older I got, less time I spent over there. And it really, sometimes I feel like it's my fault because I didn't go over there as much. But I know it's not my fault. And but he's in a good place. He's not hurting from cancer no more, and I'm not mad at what he did. He had to do what he had to do so he didn't see the family suffer. Tragic, and I'm pretty sorry where we live as happy as possible to honor them. We do not. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they definitely don't want us to hurt, but yeah, it sucks when you lose someone, especially if you don't talk to them for a while because you're so focused on your life and trying to better your life. Especially like, for an example, me and my uncle. Like I stopped going over there not because I didn't want to go over there. It's because I was trying to get off the drugs. I was trying to get away from the alcohol. I was trying to just better my life, and I put so much energy and thought into me getting better so I can be a better person that I just didn't get a chance to go over and say bye to him or anything. And the sad part is the day he was going to do it, the day he was going to do it or the day he did it was the day I was actually going to go over to his house. And if I would have went over the time I was planning on going over, I would have probably found him myself. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get through life when you have someone that close to you and all the good memories. And yes, I did get choked up because of that, because it's still hard on me. But it is what it is, and I don't care what anybody thinks. Sup, Joker 1014. Hope you are having a great Saturday evening. L Square, Squirrel, whatever. I keep on cutting up your name. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a good Saturday. That would have been yeah, progressive. It's still hard for me to go to it over there. Like a couple Sundays ago, I went over because my cousin came back from London because that's where he's stationed at for the Air Force, and I went over, and that was my first time being over there in the past year. It's hard for me to go over there because mainly went over there because I hung out. Even though I love my aunt to death, but anytime I ever did go over there, we was go to a racetrack, go fishing, go hunting, doing something. And I never got the chance of doing this ever again with him. So I'm trying to keep myself as a better person, make myself stronger, and I think about him all the time. What's up, C? How are you doing tonight? I would say your last name, but I probably chop it all up, or your name, so I'm just going to call you C. um, well, since I got 4 people in here, I might as well talk about why I jumped on here on live. But anyways, I got a message. I was going through my emails and stuff, and my emails are linked to my YouTube, and I happened to come across this. I don't know when this person sent this to me. I don't know when they said it. They said it on one of my videos, in a comment on one of my videos, but I can't remember what video it is because I just seen it yesterday, last night, and I haven't looked at it again, but I do remember what it said. They said, because I like Ryan Upchurch. I like him a lot. I follow him on YouTube. I listen to his music. I honor him. Uh, I support him in all different ways, just like I support Bare Bones, Progressive, um, Power Stroke, Captain Kurt, Father and Son Reaction, Uncle Will, all of them, right? And this person wrote to me, and anytime I get on a live, any of those who I just named, I would get in the chat and say, like, something along the line, how you guys doing tonight, Creek Squad for life, or anything. Or even when I'm on a video, I know a bunch of my videos have, Creek Squad, Well, this person wrote to me, and they asked, and I just seen the top of it at first, before I opened it. And it said, why do you call yourself Creek Squad? So I opened it, and it said, why do you call yourself Creek Squad? Did you ever meet Ryan? Did he ever push your channel? Or did you ever go to one of his concerts? And I just sat there and no, honestly, no. He never pushed a channel. He never pushed my channel. He never shared my channel. He never shared a video of mine. He never did anything like that. And then I never been to a concert. And I guess you can pay to become a fan member or something like that. And they ended up telling me that pretty much you cannot be saying that you are a Creek Squad member because there's only a certain amount of people that's in that, and the only way you can be one is if you have Ryan Upchurch push or share one of your videos, or talk about you, or you're on a live panel with Upchurch and he knows you that way, or you go to a concert and meet him on stage like Father and Son Reaction, or you can pay to become a fan member. I don't know. But anyways, so this person's pretty much saying that I cannot say that, I can't use the line of Creek Squad anymore. Pretty much is what they're saying. And I don't give a fuck. I am the biggest fan of Ryan Upchurch, and I don't care what anybody says, and that's fine. That person lost their damn mind and has no idea what they're talking about. Exactly. They don't know what they're talking about. Because the way I look at it, that means, okay, I'm a Metallica fan, I'm an AC/DC fan, I'm a Def Leppard fan, I'm a Slayer fan, all kinds of stuff, I'm a big fan of Ryan Upchurch. And so if I want to say Creek Squad for life, I'm going to say it, because I'm saying it to represent everybody in that circle. No, this person's trying to tell me, no love, this person's trying to tell me that I have to either meet Ryan Upchurch to say that I'm a Creek Squad person, or I have to have him share one of my videos. There's steps they're trying to tell me I have to do before I can say Creek Squad. Only certain person, like Bare Bones. Like when Bare Bones does a video or a reaction or anything like that, in his title he will put Creek Squad. Yeah, they're telling me I can't. I since I never met Ryan in my life and all this stuff, and I didn't pay to become a fan and da 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 da. I can't say this. So the way I look at it, fuck them. Sorry for my language, but fuck them. If I am a fan of the Creek Squad people and Ryan Upchurch, because Ryan Upchurch is the one that made Creek Squad, I'm going to say it. I don't have to pay money. I don't have to see Ryan Upchurch at a concert. I don't even have to shake the dude's hand. It's the heart that counts. That's all that matters. And he's good at rapping and singing, and he's got good music. And he's funny as hell on YouTube. Exactly, no love. Exactly. Exactly. It's a fan base. It's not a certain little group that can only call them that, you know? Exactly. I can say whatever I want. If I want to say I'm a Creek Squad for life, then I'm gonna fucking say it. They're not gonna stop me from saying it. And whoever sent it, it didn't really say who it was from. It was some kind of weird. It had like almost like how your thing is L squared. How it's got the L and then your nickname. That's pretty much how it was. But it was like AB. I can't even pronounce the freaking word, honestly. But I was like sitting there reading that. I'm like, are you freaking serious? You have to pay to become a fan? Like, I understand you can pay to be a fan to get like, what's that word I'm looking for? You can get like discounts on tickets, or if you want to get backstage passes or something, or stuff like that. Everybody has it. Who's a singer, so you can get certain things if you become a member. You can pay a membership to see certain things or order certain things from their website. I understand that, but I don't have to pay some artist to say I'm a Creek Squad. You know what I mean? No matter what, you know. Ryan Upchurch is the person. It's just like any of us walking out on those streets. Just like this is the thing, and this is what I just told my wife. If I ever became famous on anything, if I ever became famous, I would never have the money take me over. Just like Ryan Upchurch. He don't care about money. He just cares about making everybody happy, making himself happy by producing music and getting his word out there when he sings and raps. And he walks his streets and he drives his streets just like a normal person would. Going to the grocery store, going out to eat, going to McDonald's. I would be the same freaking way if I ever became famous or anything like that. I'd be doing the exact same thing in my hometown. Exact same thing. Exact same way as Ryan Upchurch is doing it. But I'm not going to have anybody tell me that I have to do certain guidelines to even say a word. I ain't doing it. Sorry. The fan with no money should be just as important as the fan who can afford everything. Exactly, yeah. And that's the way I look at it, you know? It don't matter if you got money or not. It don't matter if like, for an example, if I ever became famous and came into a bunch of freaking money, what you see right now is what you get if I had a lot of money or not. I don't have a lot of money, and I'm still the same person. It don't matter if you have money or not. It's the heart. It counts. It's how what's the word I'm looking for? I guess how much love you have in your heart. And Ryan Upchurch, he wears his heart on his sleeve, just like I do. Everybody that I have talked to on YouTube, they all wear their hearts on their sleeve. Just like you guys in the chat. Each and one of you wear your heart on your sleeve. And that's the thing about this world. When you wear your heart on your sleeve, that's when these people who don't know what that means will take advantage of it. Because they see someone being nice. Just like I know a couple people that I helped out last summer. It's like, here. Oh, well, can I borrow 20 bucks? Yeah, sure. Here. Me, I'm the type of person, you come up to me, you ask me if you can borrow a $10 bill or a $20 bill, I'm going to give it to you. I'm not going to come to you and ask you for that money back after you already done told me, hey, I will pay you on Friday. When Friday comes around, if you still don't bring me that money, I don't fucking care. But what I do care about is if I call you up and say, hey, can you come and help me hang a garage door? Or, hey, can you come and help me work on this car? I expect you to come and help me because I helped you out. That's what I would do. Fix my teeth. I would literally get my teeth fixed. And my teeth ain't like this because everybody thinks the reason why I don't have two front teeth is because of drugs. It's not because of drugs. I used to do MMA. I used to fight. Hell, I used to fight out on the streets. I used to have the worst temper ever. If you would have asked me 10 years ago, I would be at the bar, having fun, getting ready to go home, walk home, and some dude would come up and just start mouthing off to me, and me and him would start fighting. This is why I don't have two front teeth. Is not because of drugs, like everybody assumes I don't have no front teeth. It's because I used to fight MMA. Even though you have a mouth guard in, your teeth will still get rattled. And plus, I had some other issues back in my day where, in my mid-20s, where I ended up getting jumped by 6 people, and that's how one of my tooth got broke, because I got jumped. Because I knocked her buddy out. I knocked her buddy out, so I got jumped by 6 other people, and one person can't take on 6 guys, especially if they're bigger than you. So yeah, my teeth, I agree. If I had the money, I would get my front teeth fixed. Definitely. I would agree with that. But does it bother me? At first it did bother me. When I first started making my channel or started doing my videos, it bothered me so bad because that was the first thing people would look at is my front teeth on camera. Oh, he must be on drugs. He don't got front teeth. That's just how this world works anymore. You can walk in a public place and someone will look at you and be like, "Oh, you don't got no teeth? Must be a drug addict." It's like, no, no. I used to be, yeah, I used to be, but the drugs didn't take my front teeth. Either they got knocked out or they got broke, just like the front one, the top front one. The root got broke, so I had to have it taken out because the root got broke when I got jumped by 6 people. And it was literally what I can remember of it, and this is just the stories that people around me was telling me after I woke up. I got choked out. I fell on the ground. I got hit. I had a square steel tube in the back seat of my car. It was like yay long in the back seat of my car. It was probably, I don't know. It was probably about the thickness of this can, all the way around, steel, and they used that to hit me in the face with. So yeah, you're going to lose a couple teeth when that happens. And that's why I was so afraid what people would think of me when I first started doing my channel is, you know, first thing they see is my teeth. Oh, he's on drugs, or the drugs took his teeth. No, a square fucking tube took my teeth. That's what took my tooth. They broke the root. And that was back in 2007 when that happened. Yeah, they are. And the sad part is, when it was a group of them, there was probably, I don't know, 10, 11 of them all together. And the dude that was going around starting the shit, starting the problems, he ended up coming up to me and saying some nasty stuff to my face. And I was like, nope, I don't want to fight. I do not want to fight. Nope, nope. And I started walking away, and he pushed me, and I turned around and hit him, and he fell to the ground. And an hour later, I ended up going to my car out in the middle of a field, and I ended up going to my car. I ended up reaching in my car, and next minute I know, I'm waking up with 7 to 8 sheriffs around me, a couple city cops, a squad, and a couple friends telling me to lay on the ground and stay still because my face was clear out here by getting kicked in the face after I got choked out, because I felt someone on my back. I couldn't do nothing because I was leaning in my car, and they came up from behind. He choked me out. I ended up falling to the ground. They ended up somehow moving me or scooting me to the back end of my car where my back tire was. They laid my head up against the back tire. They repeatedly kicked me in the face, and then a couple of them took turns with that big steel pipe and kept on hitting me in the face with it. I'm surprised I'm still here. Everybody thought I was dead. But yeah, I admit, you know, you can win some, you can lose some, but that night I lost. And after that, I started to MMA fight, and I fought for a little bit. I think I fought for 6 years or 6 months. I fought for a little bit, and the doctor told me I could not fight no more because of the way my jaw was made, like down through here, the way it healed. I couldn't I couldn't fight no more. That's why I quit doing MMA fighting. But once you do any kind of MMA fighting, UFC fighting, or anything, anytime you get trained in any martial arts that is could seriously hurt someone, then your hands are technically considered as a deadly weapon. So if I ever fight and get in a fight on the streets, then I would get in trouble for these things being a weapon. I sat in the bar. A guy came from behind and hugged me, locking my arms. At the same time, I tried to get him off of me. Next thing, outside, 6 women attacked me for trying to steal the man I never wanted a hug from. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I don't understand people, the way their minds, especially when you're in a bar. Like, I've been at a bar. I used at a bar here in my hometown. I used to be a bouncer for it, and I remember a dude, drunk as hell, came up to one of my best friends. She's like a sister to me. Came up to one of my best friends. She was getting ready to take me home, and he came up and spit in her face. Well, first off, I asked him, let me rewind here. He came out of the bar. We all was in a group outside by her car, and he ended up coming up to the car trying to get in the car. I got out of the back seat and walked up to him. I was like, look, dude, I can call you a cab. This ain't your ride, da 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 da. And I kind of like walked him across the parking lot. Well, he came back to the vehicle. Then my best friend, she turned around and looked at him and goes, I do not know who you are, so I'm not giving you a ride. But my friend here, Joker, could call a cab or someone for you, and we can get you home safely that way. And he ended up turning around and spitting in her face. And of course, me being who I was, I turned around and knocked his ass out, and I ended up doing that. So yes, being in a bar fight, it sucks because you don't have just one person, you have multiple people. That's why when I went to the bar, yes, I did drink, but did I get totally wasted? No, because I was so paranoid that I was afraid someone was going to do the same thing again to me, what they did before in the past, with 6 to 7 people jumping me and beating the shit out of me. So even though I was an alcoholic then, but when I was at the bar, I never really got shit-faced where I couldn't protect myself. But when someone comes up and grabs you and holds your arms, and then you have other people coming up and jumping you because of what they did or they assume you're doing, that's stupid on their part. It just sounded like they was just wanting to start trouble, to be honest with you. And that's pretty selfish of something that you had no control of, especially a guy coming up giving you a hug and not letting your hands free, and he was trying to move, but then once you leave the bar or get up and go somewhere, then you got other people going, oh, why are you trying to do this, and why are you trying to take my man, why are you trying to take my woman, da 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 da. And it's like, dude, I don't even want that. So yeah, it does suck. I just don't understand why this world is the way it is. It seems like ever since the COVID stuff happened, it seems like a lot of people lost their common sense. It almost like it's almost like the government or the world or whatever dropped something into our cities, into our towns, and we didn't know about it, and we're walking through it, and it's like, yep, we're going to kill the common sense of a human being. So all the common sense that one person had, all these people have, we're just going to bring it down to only a few people only have common sense. Just like when you go to a grocery store. I remember walking into a grocery store, you're pushing your cart, you're grabbing stuff off the shelf, someone's standing in the aisle, they're talking, they're reuniting, whatever. Oh, how you doing? Da da da. Hey, excuse me. Yeah, sure, no problem. Get out of the way. They go past. Now it's like, excuse me. Oh, you got a fucking problem? And it's like, Jesus Christ. No, I just said, excuse me. You're in the way. Move. And then you got drama started. Then, because now that person said something rude to you, and you're saying something rude back, and next minute you know, you got people fighting and yelling and screaming in the middle of the aisles, and now you're all over YouTube. Yep. So what else is everybody doing? It says I got 3 people on here. I don't even know if I have 3 people. I'm going to stay on a couple more minutes, but I'll be back on at 6, between 6 and 6:30. I'm going to do a live reaction to one of Ryan Upchurch's diss tracks. He's got 2 of them. I'm going to do one, and then I'll probably do a video on the other one. I don't know why I keep on putting this glove on. I can't freaking move my stuff. What are the panels you are making? You mean on the Kia? There's the rocker panels. Here's a template. This is just a template I made of the rocker panel. Now it's got the oval to it. I bent it. I don't have no tools. Well, I have tools, but not the kind that runs through a machine and kind of gives you that arc. So I would take a long piece and I will bend it. Like this. Here's a piece. And then I will bend it. Bend it. Eventually. And it will come out looking like that. And then I will put it on, it's actually the rocker panel. Elsewhere. I actually was just talking to Miss Luck 1975. I was talking to them about making a rocker panel, how I make them. I just buy, I don't know what size it is. I think it's like, it's a sheet of like 8 by 24, and then I will cut it down to the length I need, and then I will start bending it, because I don't have a roller to bend it, so I can't stick it in anything to bend it. So I will take it, and I will bend it with my hand. all the way down. Just like so, until I can get that curve. And then down at the bottom of the curve, it will sit on the vehicle like this. And then down here, it will bend out. So actually it will sit like this at an angle. You got the curve, and then you got a lip. And that's how I bend everything with my hands. And actually, if my internet don't mess up on me, what's up, birthday chat? Welcome back. But if my internet screws up, I apologize, but I already did the driver's side. So this is what the driver's I still got a lot of trimming. I still got to make everything level, but that's what it will look like on the other side. So hopefully that answered your question. 1975. But that's what they're called. They're called rocker panels. You can buy them. You can buy rocker panels for any vehicle you want, but they're expensive. So I never did fabrication work before, and I want to learn. So I don't have nobody to teach me. So I watched this guy on YouTube. His name's Bad Chad. He did have a TV series on TV. It's called Bad Chad's Custom. But he will take old vehicles and cut them all up and make cool hot rods out of them. And he was making rocker panels one night, and that's where I kind of learned how to do my own fabrication work. So I figured I would try it, and it actually came out looking nice. So I thought I did a pretty good job on it, and so I'm going to make the passenger side, and that's what I'm working on now. And thanks. Now I understand what panels assume to know. Process to, right? What are the panels you are making? Looks nice. Yeah, they actually came out not too bad. Like I said, I still got to do a lot of sanding still, but I've been into cars pretty much my whole life. And that's what I kind of started my channel on, because I had a 84 S10, and I kind of started my channel on building that truck. And I kind of stopped making videos for a while because I was afraid that either people would make fun of me, or I was just afraid of the negativity. So I just stopped making videos. And then when Bare Bones, Ryan Upchurch, Power Stroke, and Captain Kurt was doing a live panel on one of their lives, when they all was sitting there talking, it made me start wanting to make videos again. So I figured my channel can be kind of like almost like a stop and go place. Like maybe one day I will do working on a vehicle, or one day I could be talking about what's going on in my daily life. One day it can be my recovery. One day it could be something to do about what's going on in the world, what's going on in my hometown. So, but right now I kind of been jumping back and forth on the Idaho murders and the Kia, the car I'm working on behind me. So I'm kind of, and a lot of people are asking me the same question. 1975, they asked me the same thing. What are panels, or what what am I making? And it's hard to describe, but they're literally, if you go out to your car and look right down underneath your driver's side door, that little piece that curves, that's called a rocker panel. And that's what I'm custom making pretty much. So, and everything on the vehicle behind me, I cannot buy too many panels for it. I can buy fenders for it, but I can't buy a door unless I buy a whole nother vehicle. But I can't buy a door, I can't buy wheel wells, I can't buy inner wheel wells or anything like that. So anything that's sheet metal on here, I'm actually making. So we're custom making. This is called a 2002 Kia Sportage. It's the soft top 2-door 4-wheel drive. I'm doing it's got a soft top on it, but it's not on it right now. I took it off because it was all bad, but it does have a soft top. But instead of putting the soft top back on, we're going to close the back half in. I don't know if you guys can see it behind me, but the back half, I don't know. Here, let's just take you guys over this way. So the back half, you can tell where the soft top is. See where the soft top goes? Okay. Well, instead of putting the soft top back on it, we're going to take this bar. I call it the roll bar. We're going to take this bar. We're going to move it up here, right behind the seat, almost like a Mustang would have. Put it right there, so that way if this thing ever rolls on top, it won't crush the driver or the passenger. This will be all opened in the back. All that rust I'm taking out, fabrication, all that in, and then we're going to take and fabricate a wall here, and it's going to be a removable wall, and unlatch it and pull it out and set it off to the side. Or in the wintertime, she can put it back in for the winter, or when it rains or whatever, she can put it back in, and it will have a window in the back. So it's going to be a mini pickup truck, pretty much. A short base mini pickup truck. That's how long it is. So if you ever get online and look up a 2002 Kia Sportage 4x4 2-door soft top, it's about the size of a Geo Metro. So every panel on this vehicle, I literally have to, and I want to custom make with my hands. I cut it, I shape it, I weld it, tack weld it on the car, and then grind the welds down, and then I will fiberglass if I have to, or I will just mud it, just like the driver's side is. So I kind of do videos on that, and I do videos on my daily life. I try to do videos of my daily life, and yeah. Good question though, good question. I appreciate that, 75. Miss Luck 1975. Good question. Anybody else have any questions real quick? Bert chat made it home finally. Hopefully you made it home okay, it looks like. Says we got 4 people in here, so that's good. We got 4. Awesome, awesome. And I love the long answer. I'm sorry, when someone asks me a question, and Miss Luck, when someone asks me a question, I always have a long I just can't get straight to the point because I got ADD, ADHD, adult. Yeah, ADHD. If anybody knows what that is, I had it when I was a kid, and I still have it, just as an adult, and I just can't explain like something like this. I just can't explain. Say, yeah, it's a rocker panel. It goes on a car down at the bottom, and I bend it. I always have to drag it way out and make a little question into a big huge answer. But that's who I am. But some people, there are some people, it tells me that they appreciate me doing that, because some people, and I'm just saying some people, I'm not saying anybody in particular, but there are some people don't know what a rocker panel is, or a quarter panel on a car. Some people think when you say quarter panel for a car, they think you're talking about either the hood or the fender on a car, and it's like, no, no, no. A quarter panel is the piece back where your gas cap is. So a lot of people don't. So I think that's how I kind of got into, when someone asks me a question, I always give this long, huge answer. So some people get mad at me about it, and some people are like cool about it, because some people, like the long answers. Oh, I'm going to be on here a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to get off here. And then I will be back on. I'll be back on probably at 6 or 6:30. So if anybody has any questions, then I'd be more than happy to answer questions. Or if you guys got questions right now, if you guys want to know a little bit more about me, go ahead and ask. Feel free to ask. I am an open book. I am an open book. If anybody wants to ask me any questions, feel free. Feel free to ask away. We still got 4 people in here. I will answer questions and make this panel. And hopefully that was the question about making panels on a car, not a panel on a live feed. What year are you? What year are you born? What year am I born? Let's put it this way, I am old. I will tell you this much. I am an 80s baby. I was born in the 80s. I will let you figure out the rest. 75. I'm not too far behind. Not too far behind. I was born in 81. 81 is when I was born. So I'm not too far behind you. Not too far behind you. Not too far behind you. Well, there's the shape of it, if anybody's still on there. It's starting to come together. Just got to get that center right here to meet. The center needs to meet the ends. If anybody's interested in that. So it's coming together. It's almost there. And then, after I'm done bending it, then I will put... I will measure the lip, so when it goes on the car, let's say the bottom of the car is here. Here's your door, driver's side door. Let's just say driver's side door. So you got your, let's say this is the driver's side door. There's your rocker panel. Then it's going to form into something like that. And then I will put a lip on it, and that will give you your bow and your lip. So if you ever look underneath your car in your driveway, or your truck, or a van, or an SUV, the rocker panel will come down and come down. So up and down. Do I use fiberglass before Bondo? It just depends on what I'm doing. With the rocker panels, where I grind the welds, I might use just a little bit of fiberglass. It just depends on how good the welds and how close of the welds I have. Normally I will take my welds and put them, like, for an example, if I'm welding this rocker panel that I'm making on the car, I will tack weld this corner, then I will hop over here and tack weld this corner, and then I will hop over here and tack weld this corner, and then this corner. And then I will hop back up here and do the same, and just keep crisscrossing them just like you would with lug nuts. Some people, me, with the rocker panels, like on the driver's side, I tack weld just like that, like an X. Keep on going back so you don't warp your sheet metal. And then I will tack weld all the way across, and then I will make my tack welds like there'd be a tack weld here, 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 here. It'd be tack welded all the way across, real close together eventually. And then I will grind it down, and then it'd just be metal to metal. You won't even see the welds no more. Sometimes I will use fiberglass because there might be little pinholes somewhere. I might put a little bit of fiberglass there, or if there's a gap, where the metal didn't meet the other metal. It just depends. It depends. Driver's side, no. I did not use no fiberglass on it. I tack welded it. I bonded it. There's no holes. Because there was no holes because the metal, the new metal met the old metal perfectly. So it looked like, after everything's said and done, it was welded perfectly with no holes, no nothing, no gaps. I grinded down the welds. You could not see where I welded at. And I just pretty much put Bondo all over the sheet metal because every sheet metal you use has a ding in it, or there might be a divot in it somewhere where I was bending it or something. So I just put Bondo all over it, and then I ended up sanding it down nice and smooth. I still got more Bondo work to do. There's some low spots in the Bondo, but nothing major. Now the passenger side, yes, I will have to use some fiberglass in certain areas because where I cut the driver's side rocker panel out, there was rust actually started to come through the metal above where I cut. So it's just a small, I don't know, probably a couple holes about this big as this pipe is. So I will knock that hole out, clean that rust up real good, or clean up the hole real good around. If there's any more surface rust around it, I will clean it up real good, and then I will put something behind it. They call it a screen so the mud can lay on it, but what I will do is before I put the rocker panel on, I will stick my hand up in the body of the vehicle, fiberglass on one side and fiberglass on the other side so it can be real strong, and then I will Bondo over that when I go to Bondo the new rocker panel in. So yeah, it just depends on what you're doing. And on the driver's side, no, I did not lay no fiberglass down before I Bondoed. I just laid Bondo over top of that. Actually, I take that back. I ended up sealing, drilling some holes in the rocker panel and sprayed some sealant up inside of it so no rust can start. If there's any other rust up inside where I could not see, I will spray some, it's almost like an undercoating type stuff so it don't rust no more. You will drill holes, just a couple holes, and then you spray it in there, and it will, almost like spray paint pretty much, it will lay inside. So, but no, I did not use no fiberglass on the driver's side. I did not use no fiberglass at all. That's all done with welds and Bondo. There is no fiberglass. Now, one of my videos, someone asked, well, you did use fiberglass. No, I did not use fiberglass. The stuff I used to make a lip, because it was rusted out, because I didn't put no sheet metal there, I just cut out the old piece of the lip. Here, I show you. If you're still on here, I don't even know if you're still on here or not. But this lip right here, that lip right there, everybody's like, oh, you used fiberglass there. No, this stuff I found, I forget the name of it, I don't have no more of it. It's actually mesh. It's a sticky, like say for an example, if you have a hole in your door, you can put it on the inside of it, and then you can lay Bondo over it so the Bondo don't fall through the hole. That's what I actually made this out of. This is, everybody thought it was fiberglass, but it's actually sticky. It's sticky on one side. So what I did is I kind of bent it and folded it like a piece of paper, and then I stuck it to just a little bit of where I did not cut off the lip that I did not cut off, and that's how I made my lip from here to there. So yeah, there is no fiberglass at all. Bare Bones, what's up, fam? How are you doing today? That's awesome that you're on my live. That's cool. I was just getting ready to get off. Peace. Oh. Peace, y'all. I'll catch you later, Joker 1014. Enjoy your weekend. L Square, see you later. Have a good weekend. Hopefully see you in someone else's chat or maybe on a live here after a while. Bare Bones, it's good to see you, bro. Gives me an honor for you to write that on there on one of my lives. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, back to you too, Bare Bones. I appreciate you stopping in and saying hello. If you have a open panel tonight later, I might hop up on your panel when you do your live. I'm starting to get the confidence now. Hopefully I'm doing good, but we'll find out. I always use a little fiberglass, makes it where the Bondo won't crack later. Yes, and that's good. You can do that too. You can do that, but the way I lay my Bondo, see, it's hard to explain. I would have to show you. Tell you what, Big Daddy T, I will be doing a video probably later on tonight. I will be doing a video later on tonight. And when I go to tack weld this, my rocker panel in for you, I will show you how close the welds are together. And then when I go to grind it down, I use a special grinding wheel. When I go to grind it down, you will not see, there won't be no like little pinholes or anything. It will literally looks like someone just laid a piece of sheet metal and just bent it pretty much and made that perfectly curved. All right, Bare Bones, I appreciate you stopping through. Yeah, definitely. I will see you tonight when you have your live, if you have one tonight. It's an honor for you stopping in and saying hello. You and Progressive both. Thank you very much for the support and everything. But yeah, Big Daddy, that I will like I said, I will do a video and show you when I go to grind the welds. It literally looks like there is no welds there at all. It literally looks like someone just took a piece of sheet metal, tack welded it somewhere, and just bent it and made your rocker panel. And then I will take a very thin layer of mud and go across the whole thing. Real thin layer. Just enough to sand. Now, since it was my first time doing fabrication ever, I never did fabrication work before. Never in my life I ever fabricated anything. Everything I'm doing on this vehicle is my very first time making. So on the driver's side that I just showed you, that rocker panel, there is some spots where I had to use a little bit more mud, is because where I bent the rocker panel with my hand, when I bend it, when I go to bend it, I push on it with my thumbs and bend it because I don't have a roller to bend it. So what I did is when I did that, I actually put indents in the sheet metal. So like this one's got an indent right here from pushing out. So I would take a body hammer and I will knock that indent. Well, I ended up doing it too much and it bent. So I still have the curve. I still have the curve on both ways. I still have the curve, but there was a dent. There's some dents in it where I used the body hammer and went too deep in the dent because it's my first time doing fabrication work. So some spots on there has a little bit more mud than it should. So, but the rest of the panel has real thin layer of mud, real thin layer. But yeah, if you use fiberglass, there's nothing wrong with that. Fiberglass makes everything. It will make it from where the Bondo won't crack, but also when you lay your primer on that Bondo, I don't know if you painted a car before. I'm assuming if you know how to do body work, you have painted a car. But the primer I use actually has a sealant in it, so it will seal the Bondo and make the Bondo stronger. Because I don't use your typical Bondo. I go to my Napa store and buy the little bit more expensive Bondo where it's weatherproof, so it don't do all the cracking and stuff like your Walmart Bondo would. So this stuff has more. This stuff is strictly just for your vehicles. Like your Walmart Bondo is, you can use it for pretty much anything you want. Any kind of vehicles, you can use it on vehicles, you can use it on a toolbox, you can use it on sheet metal, whatever. Heck yeah. Yep. I took a year and a half auto body in school, and then my grandfather, he was a I don't know, back then, you know, back then when I don't know how to explain it. You would probably be able to explain it better than I could. The way my grandfather said, back then when he was growing up, when he started working on cars, you couldn't just go to like Jegs and buy a quarter panel. You couldn't go to your a part store and order rocker panels or stuff like that. You always had to go and buy a whole nother car and cut the stuff off and then put the stuff on there. So I kind of do a little bit of both. I kind of do the new school and the old school ways. So, but like I said, I'm not a professional at this. No means. You say you do this for a living, you're more of a professional than I do. So everybody has their different ways of doing stuff, but me personally, the stuff I use, because I went to my local Napa store, they told me what I can use where I don't have to use fiberglass, I can just put it on and it won't crack, is that stuff there. It's on the table. That's what some body shops use. It's a little cheaper gallon, but what I was told was the stuff you buy at Walmart or your part stores, that kind of Bondo does not have the weather stuff in it. So I guess that's how I was explained, I guess. So but everybody has their own way of doing stuff, so You know, I'm not saying nothing bad, but your way, since you're a professional at it and you do it for a living, your way, you might be looking at my way going, yeah, that sucks, that's stupid, why are you doing it? But I'm not worried about it, so, but that's cool, you do it for a living, that's awesome. I worked at a body shop for 3 or 4 months, and then I ended up going to a factory and working at a factory, so. You ready? Ready? Okay, I'm gonna shut my live off. Alright guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'll be back on later on tonight for a little bit. Big Daddy, if you have any questions for me, come back on. I'll try to get back on between 6 and 6:30 or 8 o'clock, somewhere. Let's say between 6 and 8 I will be back on. So if you have any more questions, that's cool. But if you have any information you want to lay on me about how to do a better job on doing body work, I'm open to everything. So I like taking everybody's information they have, and I'm willing to use everybody's information to make my stuff look good like a professional would. So if you're still on here, I'd be more than happy to, if you got any advice, I'd be more than happy to take some. But I'm gonna get off here. I gotta run somewhere, and yeah, like I said, if you guys have any more questions or anything, hit me back up. If not, everybody is on here. There's only 2 people, so I will see you guys maybe in Bare Bones chat or someone else's chat later. So I will talk to you all later. Thank you for stopping, and always remember, stay positive, stay true to yourself, and don't let anybody tell you you're doing something wrong, or don't let anybody tell you that you cannot do it. If you think you can, try it, because you never know. Like me with the rocker panels, I never did fabrication work. I tried it. It came out like I would have bought a brand new one. I'm happy with it. That's all that matters. But with that being said, Joker 1014 is out, and I will see you guys in the next live.